My name is Carl Wallen, and I started Puck University as an on-ice training tool, but have rebranded into personalized one-on-one video training. What that means is we take game film from players and we give them a personal coach to do a one-on-one either Zoom or Microsoft Teams session. And that coach goes over their positioning, their team play, their strategy, what they should be thinking in certain instances, and really tries to develop the mental part of the game. Um, a little background on me. I grew up playing hockey in Chicago. I played all the way up, AAA all the way up through midget major. I had some OHL junior tryouts, and I decided that I wanted to coach starting at 19 years old. I've been coaching various different levels in the Chicagoland area for about the last 15 years. AAA, AA, you name it, university. Came down to Austin to be a hockey director and got to know Angie and the AMHA there. And so developed this and really excited to kind of share this with you guys because I believe it's the training of the future. Today I have Coach Nick with me, and he'll go ahead and introduce himself, and then we'll get started.
Sure. Hi, guys. Name's Nick Madonia. I'm the director of coaching development here at Puck University. Little background on myself. Also grew up in the Chicagoland area. Grew up playing at the AA level through high school, and then played 4 years of ACHA college hockey. 2 of the years I spent at Robert Morris, where I got to know Carl pretty well. Um, when I was also 19, while I was playing at Robert Morris, I actually had the opportunity to be an assistant coach for a local midget major team. Did that for a couple years. Once I stopped playing hockey competitively, I was actually lucky enough to join on as the Northern Illinois University ACHA Division III assistant coach. Um, Wound up taking over as the head coach right around Thanksgiving that first year, and wound up coaching the Division III level, the Division II level, and then most recently the Division I level at Northern Illinois. So I'm a level 4 coach. I've been coaching for just about 14 years now. Really excited to be involved with Puck University.
All right, Nick, you want to kind of give us an overview of this analytics that we're looking at?
Sure. So this is a platform that I used last year with Northern Illinois. It was called Iceberg. It was recently acquired. It's now TPE. We're going to be using a platform for very similar to this with Puck University. Since I had some old footage and analytics lined up from last season, we're just going to go through a quick kind of a mock lesson. So I'm going to be playing the part of Nick Gonzalez. He was one of my centers last year. You can see him on the screen, number 6. He's taking the face off in the white jersey. So I'll be acting out Nick Gonzalez, and Carl will be playing the coach for today.
Yep, and just to give you guys a little kind of overview of what analytics are, in case you don't know, basically our system will be very similar to this, but not exactly this, as Nick already kind of pointed out. We have different analytics that we can go through. Team-based stuff, we can go through a summary of the game, power play and penalty kill, individual players page. We can configure anything that we want. And then, of course, we have our statistics as well. Shooting has every single shot during the game. We can go over video from it. We can see which players shot, how accurate they were, if they scored on the shot. Goaltenders, same thing, where the shots were, how many saves they made on the lower blocker side or on a high glove, etc. Passing, very important if those, if passes were successful or not. Zone entries, zone exits. I mean, this is like incredible stuff that we can get really, really in depth with. Possession. Today we're going to be going over shifts because we just want to look at one specific player, which is probably what we will be doing with the AMHA. And so today, like I said, or like Nick said, we will be going over Nick Gonzalez. Nick will be playing the part of Nick Gonzalez, the centerman. Here's a look at all the blue is kind of all the shifts that he had. It shows you the start time, the end time, if it was 5-on-5, 5-on-4, 5-on-3, etc. How long the shifts were, what part of the period they were in, if they were in overtime or not. Very cool, very in-depth stuff. You can see it has the whole roster here, so you can click on different players and it'll bring up their specific shifts as well. Same thing here with the player statistics. It kind of gives an overview of everything. We look at Nick Gonzalez here. He had 16 minutes and 37 seconds time on ice, 20 shifts. His average shift was 49 seconds, pretty good for a centerman. 6 shots on goal for the game, no goals, no assists, and that's all right. Um, as we move on down, here's all his shifts. So if we want to go over a specific shift, we can take a look at that. We can see what his possession count, his giveaways, his passes on each individual shift. And then, of course, down at the bottom, which we were kind of showing before, this is the video section. So this is where all the replays happen. You can see on the right-hand side, these are all his shifts. I can click on a different shift, and it'll bring it up here and play it in the player for us. So we're just going to go over the first shift today, but it has a lot of capabilities, sharing, downloading, adding it to playlists, bunch of stuff like that. So just want to let you guys know that analytics are really, really cool, and it's a tool that we're going to use through our training. So here we go. As we said before, right here, number 6 is who we're watching today. Coach Nick will be the student, and I will be the coach. All right. Puck goes in here. Okay, so Nick, what forecheck are we playing here?
So against this team, we wanted to run a 2-1-2. We wanted to pressure the puck side very hard. Keep that third forward F3 up high in the zone. So we're trying to force them into ringing the puck up the boards so our defenseman can pinch off that high slot.
Okay, so it looks like you're doing a pretty good job here. Your teammates putting pressure on the puck. Okay, we got our second guy. He's a little bit late, but he's going to get in there in time. And then we're the third man high here. Okay, I'd say we're doing pretty good right now. Let's take a slow look here. Okay, goalie puts it the other way in here. What do we think of our positioning right now?
We might be. I might be starting to drop a little bit low. I'm trying to read a turnover cause pretty quick. First shift of the game, hoping to score a quick goal, but probably not the most responsible positioning I've ever had.
Okay, yeah, puck's right here on this defenseman stick, and you're kind of floating in below the top of the circles here, right? About to get caught. So what can we do next time in order to avoid that?
Probably try to read the play. Notice that off to my left, there's a winger that's open. That's probably going to be where the release is going to be. So really just keep my feet pointed down, but not moving quite as much down below the top of the circle.
Okay. And I always make it a point to state explicitly that you got to listen to what your coach says, right? So I'm here to help you, but whatever your coach wants, that's what you should be doing. My thought on this would be basically you would just stop right here in the middle of the ice. I mean, the puck's still pretty much in the middle. Um, Obviously, you lose a bit of momentum that way, but at least you're not getting sucked down. The easiest way to get beat is getting sucked down into this puck, and then all of a sudden you have 1, 2, 3 white jerseys right around this puck, and one pass beats 3 guys. All of a sudden we're all out of position. Uh-oh, they go the other way, 3-on-1, 3-on-2, right?
Yep.
So next time I would say let's try to hang out at the top of the circle, and obviously it's a timing thing here, but try to be a little bit higher. Okay, let's go ahead and watch what happens here. Okay, so puck comes from here from this defenseman over to the winger on the boards. You're the first guy there. That's perfect. Okay, but I want to rewind it just a couple seconds here. All right, we're right back in our position here. As you're coming down, I'm going to use the draw tool here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So our draw tool allows me to say that the puck is going to come this way up to this winger, right? And then the player, you are coming first down here and then back up at the puck, right? And that's very significant coming through down this way instead of just going across and attacking basically down towards the opposite net, right? We want to always create forward momentum at the other team's net. Because if we're up here in position and we're going towards the other team's net, then we're coming from a defensive position. We can always recover, but we're also putting pressure on, right? If we're too low here, like we did, we came in here and then came up or a little bit across to the winger, Here, we're putting pressure on him from behind, and it'd be easy for him to catch this pass right here and take it and then just give it right to his centerman, and we're caught, right? But if we're coming from this place, that puck has to go through us, and we have a better point of view, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so let's watch here, and let's say if that pass was good to this winger, he's got time to just even put it between his legs, which would be a fancy play, bank it off the boards here, but his centerman is coming straight through here. All he's got to do is give this puck up right here, and his centerman's off to the races. This winger's coming through, and it's at least a 2-on-2. Maybe this defenseman joins the play, and it's a 3-on-2. And you're already caught here not doing your job. So all this is a long-winded way to just say, let's try to take a better angle back towards the puck as opposed to coming down and then back towards our own net when we're back checking. Let's see how we do here. Okay. Pretty good job there. The only thing I would say is as you come in here, your stick's up. Okay, you're going to give this guy a shot across the back. That's great. That's college hockey. But I would really like your stick on the ice against the puck, right? Stick on puck wherever you can go so that he can't get that puck off. He's still got a chance, even though you're this close, to get that puck to his centerman, right? So let's make sure we have our stick on his stick here. Okay, your hand's up here, and that's what allowed this puck to get out. Thankfully, our guy comes back and is able to come back and get this free puck. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. So let's review what we went over on that last shift real quick. What were the two things that we talked about?
Staying above, staying higher up in the zone. Make sure we're attacking down towards the net instead of trying to recover back. And then leading with our stick. Our stick's going to do more damage with if it's stick on puck or stick on stick rather than stick up high. So
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
got lucky that shift that we got a fortunate bounce, but that very easily could have gone the other way on us.
That's one of those things where you got to create a good habit having your stick on the ice because it's going to benefit you. And those 50-50 pucks, that's going to turn into a 75-25 puck, right? You're going to have a higher percentage to come out with that puck or your teammate to come out with the puck if your stick's on the ice. And all it takes is just putting it into your brain, making it a habit that your stick's on the ice whenever you're attacking somebody. Cool. All right. Second part of the shift here. You're right here on the face-off. Let's go ahead and let's watch. Okay. One draw. All right. So we're trying to put pressure on. Your winger comes down, puts pressure, forces the puck this way. You're the first man over here. Okay. How's your positioning based off of what we just talked about?
As of right now, okay. Maybe need to be a little bit higher, but tough to tell what the puck's, how quick the puck's moving right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can back it up a little bit for you here so you can see, but honestly, I feel that if you came up here before coming down, that's pretty inefficient, and you give this winger a little bit extra time to make a play with the puck, right? So while what we talked about before is important, that's kind of when you're coming from a different zone forward into the offensive zone. Whereas this, it makes more sense to be efficient and go straight to that puck if you can. Doesn't always make sense to come up to go down, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Right, so play here, you force the puck onto the wing, your defenseman comes down to play it. Okay, pretty good. Kept the puck in the zone. So just one more time, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit here. We'll watch it at 0.5 speed. You're coming down here. Okay, you being there forces this defenseman to put the puck up to the winger. Winger's not on the boards yet, so your defenseman makes the right read. I can come down, get this puck before this winger gets here. You're coming back and your feet are up here just in case the puck bounces over this defenseman's stick. And so you can cover for him. You're already on your way there. Very good. He puts it back deep. What do? We turn and we go put some forecheck pressure on, right? Cool. Good play. All right. So you're F2 here, okay? What we talked about before, you want to put pressure on the puck. What is the second guy supposed to be doing then,
I don't know.
according to your coach?
According to our coach,
Yep.
supposed to be pressuring from the weak side.
Okay. So you would have wanted to have been here on this guy, right?
Yep.
if the puck's right here. Okay, so let's see what we do. Okay, weak side. Okay, not too bad. What do you think of that turn there? I'm going to play it back a little bit here. Okay, so you're coming in, you're reading the play, right? Puck's coming over to this guy, so you're going to go to put pressure on him. The puck ends up going back this opposite way over to this winger, and we turn our back and skate away from the puck. What purpose does that serve?
It's not a great turn.
Okay.
That
What
should
do you think you were thinking in this moment? Or were you?
probably
Is this just a habit?
probably just a habit. Maybe thinking, if that other forward is going to be coming down to cover and fill my role as F2, I was kind of looping up to come and take that high slot. But I had my head turned, so I couldn't fully see what was going on at the same time.
Okay. So if we're to go back just a little bit and we look at it from this point right here where we realize, oh, the puck's going the opposite way, what should we do? Just looking at the players on the ice now, let's make the right decision from bird's eye view.
Stop and start,
Okay. Which way would you stop?
facing the puck.
Yeah. Yeah. You would want your chest back here. Doesn't always make sense. You seem like sometimes you want to get up the ice as soon as possible, and maybe you think you'd be covering this guy, but that's actually the defenseman's guy. And looking here, are you actually, this is your third forward. You're still going to be F2, even if the puck goes over here, right?
Yes.
So you're going to be the closest. Now, caveat, if your coach told you the high guy is supposed to pinch and go down here and you backfill, then okay. But I'd say he's too far away at this point to really put pressure on this guy. I think you're going to have to be that guy, right?
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so we turn away, force our guy to come in here, put some pressure on. He can't get there in time. Obviously, they make a bad play and get it, out of the rink, but okay. All right, so let's review that part of the shift real quick. As F2, right, what should we be doing after the puck goes away from us?
Track it and figure out what role we're supposed to be filling. If we're staying as F2 or if we're going to transition over to F3.
Right, that's got to be a quick decision. What's something you can do to help you make that decision before you actually need to make the decision, as opposed to waiting until, oh, that puck went from behind the net over here. Now I'm here. Then I have to look and make the decision. What's something you can do maybe a little bit to be more efficient and to think ahead?
Probably shoulder check to see where my line mates are.
Yep, exactly. Vision is super important in hockey, and looking over your shoulder and being able to kind of take a snapshot of where everybody's at. Because if you see, for example, this defenseman's skates are facing this way and how fast he's going, well, in 2 seconds, when that puck goes over here, he's probably going to be in this area, right? So you'll be able to, over time, develop that skill of taking the snapshot, but knowing where people will be the next time you turn around or the next time you have to make a play. Right? So yeah, very important. Good. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Your center here again. Okay. So a scoring chance here, right? You're right here. You're wide open. Okay. Your team's battling for the puck right here. Looks like your second guy's right here. I'm going to take this actually a little bit slower. Okay. You're battling for the puck. What's something you can do to become more dangerous?
Get my stick on the ice.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that before, right? Make that a habit. Is there anything else?
Probably try to float a little bit more and find some open space. It looks like maybe the top of the circle's a softer area where I can kind of be as far away from everybody as possible.
Yeah, if you can watch my cursor right here, typically the soft areas are like right in this area because the defenseman doesn't want to leave his front of the net to come out to get you. And you're not going to have the winger over there. His job's usually right in front of the net. So if everybody's sucked into this corner, being right here, a quick pass and a quick shot, you're going to be able to get that off, right? If you see the direction of your skates and you kind of thought ahead, like we were talking about taking a snapshot before, you'd know that you're kind of going backwards here. You're just kind of floating backwards, which that makes it a much harder pass for this guy to make to you. Plus, you're floating into this guy's territory, which means he's going to ding, 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 little light's going to go off in his head, and he's going to say, oh, I better pick this guy up. Whereas if you're in the soft area, his sensors may not go off because he's thinking, well, my responsibility is the front of the net or this weak side defenseman, or he's just going to leave you there because he's not worried about you, right? Oh, you're in the soft area, you're not dangerous, but you really are, right? So instead of kind of floating backwards, I'd like to just see you stay right in this area. If you want to move around, that's great. Keep your feet moving, circling just a little bit, but good goal scorers are going to stay in this soft area as opposed to being where somebody can pick their stick up. Okay, so we're backing up. All of a sudden, puck pops out. We could have been the first one of that puck right here if we were in that soft area. Boom, quick shot. Instead, this guy activates, is able to break up that play. No scoring chance. Any questions?
Nope.
Makes sense, right? Okay, good effort there. That looks like an icing. Pretty good shift. You guys kept it in there as end the whole time. All right. And that is it on the shift. Excellent. Well, that ends our little mock lesson for today. Hopefully that gave you a good idea. If you have any questions on any of the terms we used or anything was confusing, please feel free to hit us up at info@thepuckuniversity.com. Our website is also available at www.thepuckuniversity.com. And we look forward to, talking with you. We view this all as a collaboration to make you and your kids better and smarter and, more knowledgeable about hockey. And so any questions, any comments, anything is much appreciated. We're here to improve our product and innovate. So you won't hurt our feelings. Please contact us. Let us know if you want to, talk and sign up. Thank you very much.